everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Camp Funko Toys and Collectibles. I'm Coda.
And I'm Kai.
And happy spooky season. Here we have the entire collection of Funko Curse of Dreadbear merchandise, from the action figures to the plushies, including the two newly released Captain Foxy plushie and action figures.
Yep, action figure and plushie.
Those were a pain in the ass to get, but so they're here.
It's been a long time since we've even talked about these things.
Absolutely.
Because, our last video was like, what, July or something?
Yeah, it was July with FUNKOWEEN. They revealed all of this stuff. We were not anticipating it would take this long to obtain them. At all.
We changed our setup twice since then for that little room we filmed that in. Also, that video has 6 freaking K views. Now, for a small YouTube channel like us, that's a huge.
Means a lot, guys. Thanks a lot. You didn't need to do that.
Also, we are so close to 500 subscribers, so get us there.
500 subscribers, we're going to do a collection tour. Woo-wee! But, first of all, may I say, the boxes on these things are stellar. There's just all of the...
Well, here, let me turn the thing on at high speed. There we go.
Just all of the graphics, all of the the festivities on it.
I know what I'm gonna do for the jack-o'-lantern for this year.
Yeah, there's so many jack-o'-lantern ideas for this year. And one thing to point out that kind of disappoints me, they don't advertise Help Wanted anywhere.
Yeah,
it says Five Nights at Freddy's Curse of Dreadbear. It should be Five Nights at Freddy's VR Help Wanted Curse of Dreadbear.
It's kind of like when they did the Pizzeria Simulator wave, they called it Five Nights at Freddy's Pizzeria Simulator and not Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria Simulator.
It's just strange inconsistency, but
you know, Funko's just known for those inconsistencies, like eye color, Funko. What the hell? I was gonna say heck or hell, but you know what? What the heck? Gosh diddly darn it! All right,
but we're gonna get these things open. It's going to take a minute, so we're probably just going to do a jump cut. So we will be right back, and we are going to get right into this review. So bye-bye, everybody. Alright, so we are going to start with the main man, Dreadbear. Not to mention, I love the new matte paint job that they're doing for these things. It's so much more accurate to the games.
Oh, I love this figure so much.
It's a little greener than it should be. This is like a mint green.
Like I said in the reveal video.
Yeah, this is more of a mint green than it should be, more of a forest green. And
more of an olive green, if you will.
the olive green. But every single detail on him is spot freaking on. I love all the stitching on his face and pelvis and all the, his thigh. It's so good.
I love that they actually molded new feet for this guy. And I have a feeling this is going to be the foot mold that they're going to use for the toy animatronic skins for the new AR wave that was leaked.
And you can see that his body's split into two, despite not being able to move his frickin' torso. What is this?
Unlike Series 2, where you absolutely could.
Series 2, 3, every single wave. Except for this one. Which that kind of sucks. And also, the articulation is fine. It's kind of like a combination between Series 1 and Series 2. Where it's flimsy, but not too flimsy and not too stiff. So, I guess... Yeah, right. So, I guess, plus for that aspect, I mean, the articulation's fine. But, let's move on to Glitch Trap.
Oh, man, this is my second favorite out of this whole set.
The only thing that really, truly bothers me on this one is the fact that he's got silver joints. Whoa, I swear to God, Glitchy. He's got silver... I'm just gonna show this to the camera. He's got silver joints, as you can see. That's a bit strange, because he's just a person in a suit, not an animatronic.
By the way, I'm just going to mention this right now. All of the stitching is so well done.
Yeah, very well molded, as you can see.
On everything. All of the stitching is just so good.
And Glitchtrap does have his tail. I do wish the exclusive, instead of Captain Foxy, was a glow-in-the-dark, a glitchy version of this one, which would have really put the translucent plastic to use.
And maybe actually have a Glitch Trap plushie Funko.
Yeah.
What the frick?
That would have been awesome.
Where's my Glitch Trap plushie?
But, okay. We got a Spring Bonnie plushie. It's close enough.
Oh, also, one thing to note, they actually added the stars.
Oh yeah, the stars are there. I don't know if the camera can pick them up. The stars are there.
They're just like Violet, and
Shut up, phone.
screw you, Google Hangouts.
But yeah, they're just not a very vibrant.
Okay, hang on.
They're all on the. Jesus, your phone, Kai.
I know.
But there's a bunch of stars on his vest. They're barely noticeable, but they're there. I don't know how many freaking. Okay. But that's enough with Glitch Trap. Now let's get on to the more iffy figures.
Yeah.
That's sad to say because I was really excited for especially these two.
Let's
But they
start
just
with
look-
let's start with the better one of the two.
They look cheap.
Let's start with the better one.
Grim Foxy. Well, right off the bat, he's missing pants.
Oh yeah,
Like,
isn't he supposed to have
cover-
pants?
Yes. Oh, you're making me nervous. But yeah, they use translucent. I swear to God.
Foxy. Okay.
So, again, this one just looks cheap. So yeah, he's missing pants. They use translucent plastic for his head, torso, and pelvis. And
Odd. It doesn't really, like I said, it doesn't really mesh well with the arms and legs where it just has like matte paint.
And I don't know if this is on every single Grim Foxy, but on ours, our hook is warped. Like, what the heck?
Yeah, that's a factory defect though. That's not our fault.
But other than that, like, again, they just reused I believe they just reused the Nightmare Foxy leg, the leg joints. I think they just reused the legs from Nightmare Foxy.
Yeah, they definitely did reuse.
And
some
they
parts.
reused assets for the head from Nightmare Foxy, which is kind of a shame, but understandable. I mean,
The translucent plastic is alright, I guess.
I mean,
Just like Frostbear, it's a little too translucent.
but like Frostbear works a little more.
Yeah,
just
it works
because he's
a
made
little
of
better.
ice. But, like, again, this just doesn't work. Because I think they were trying to go for the same thing that McFarlane tried to do with their Grim Foxy figure, where you could see through the holes in the pelvis, or not the pelvis, the torso. But I don't think Funko pulled it off here.
No, they definitely didn't. I want to say my favorite part, though, would be the ears, and that they actually took the time to mold the endoskeleton
They
ears.
molded the endoskeleton ears correctly without weird black spots in between the bars, like unlike all of the other Nightmare animatronics that they made. But also, like I said, they just reused the legs, like the entire parts of the legs, like thigh and foot.
Calf and foot.
Right, but they just reused them from the Nightmare Foxy figure. But I mean, like, God forbid Funko uses money to make new molds, like.
Right?
Come on. But now let's move on to arguably the worst figure in the set. I mean, all of them are good.
I'm only saying
This one's the best one.
we're only saying it's the worst because A, it's just a reuse mold, and another reason we're gonna get to very soon. Okay, that's Jack O'Bonney.
So yeah, Jack O'Bonney is not good.
It's the same deal with Grim Foxy. Like, it's the pelvis, the head, and the torso that are translucent orange. And
They didn't paint the wires in his chest.
One thing I can't appreciate, though, is that they took away the nose, like he's not supposed to have a nose.
Yeah, he shouldn't have a nose.
Whoever was arguing with me on Discord about that, he doesn't have a freaking nose.
But yeah, I believe his torso moves, and I think Grim Foxy's torso moves.
Well, let's test that theory. It does not.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, articulation's fine, as I said. Like, it's okay.
We hoped that it would mesh well with Jack O'Chica. It does not.
No,
It
like,
does not
look at
go
the
with
two.
it
They
at
don't
all.
look like they belong with each other at all. Like,
Yeah.
look at that. What?
One of them looks like a dollar store toy compared to the other.
Yeah. It's just like comparing, like, freaking good stuff to, like, one of the big companies like NECA or something.
Now,
Our first four figures.
I'm encouraging the custom painters of the community, the toy community, take liberty and make this at least look like it belongs with this, okay?
And also, again, so they freaking, they painted the like, the jack-o'-lantern parts of the eyes, and, like, this big chunk of his head that's missing. Not this part, though. Like, there's a big chunk of his head that's missing there, imprinted in his head. You can see, they just didn't paint it.
Same with, like, all of his middle torso that's missing. Like, they just didn't
It's-
even bother painting anything.
It's dumb. Like, Funko, you could have done way better. You could have made it look like this. Which, even people say that this one was an iffy figure, but, like, and then people
like
were
comparing it to this, it looks like the Mona Lisa. So it's just a lot is definitely wrong with this figure,
And
but
also-
I still like it because it's FNaF.
And also, yes, it's reusing assets from the Nightmare Bonnie figure, but that is understandable here because literally Jacko Bonnie is intended to be a Halloween reskin of Nightmare Bonnie.
Just like how Jacko Chica, most of the mold is just a reuse, except it's molded.
Except for the head.
Except for the head, the head because of the translucent plastic, and one of the hands, I forget which one, I believe it's her right hand,
Right.
is actually molded and doesn't have it holding her cupcake.
That was a weird design choice with the Nightmare Chica fig, where it just had the Nightmare cupcake glued to her hand. You can't remove it. Like, what was that? What were they thinking? And it was in the wrong hand. But those were the action figures. Well, the common set anyway. Captain Foxy's also a thing.
How about we do the Captain Foxy stuff at the end of the video? Like, separate him from all, just like what we did with the the reveal stuff.
But I feel like him and Dreadbear were the two absolutely best figures in the entire set.
I think them and Glitch Trap are what's actually saved the set from not making much money.
Security breach. But let's move on to the plushies. Now, again, we're going to start with the main boy, Dreadbear.
Actually, the more appropriate green.
Yeah. This plush
is the best one. That's the best one out of the common set. It's my favorite.
The only complaint I have is that weird stitching pattern on his foot there, but every single ounce of detail here is spot on. They just didn't add the stitching in the hat, which kind of sucks, but like, how are you supposed to do that in a cutesy plush format? But like, they even added like the pins in the jaw. Like, that is something.
He does look a little dopey. His like teeth are placed a little high on his face, but honestly, that's fine, given how even Dreadbear himself looks a little dopey. In a good way. In a good sense.
In a good way.
Don't get mad at me, Springs. Alright? I know he's your favorite character.
Again, there's a much more appropriate green, and unlike the Nightmare animatronic plushies, the frickin' endoskeleton inside of his torso actually makes sense here, and all of the withering on it is actually, like, completely accurate.
This brings me back to, like, Series 2. I say Series 2 because of the mouth. And by the way, speaking of the mouth, it's not that weird tape material. It's actually fabric, like it's supposed to be.
Like, that would have been real weird if they took the weird silvery tape material and used that here.
Actually, no. If it wasn't sharp metallic teeth, they would have used, like, the material they used for Springtrap.
Which would have, again, been okay, because Springtrap was one of the fine plushies of Series 2. But that was Dreadbear. Alright, let's move on to Jacko.
Oh, one more thing.
Okay.
The bow tie is made out of that really cheap bow tie material that they've been using.
Yeah, it's weird. At least they didn't print it on, though.
Yeah, at least they didn't print it on.
That would have sucked. But let's move on from the best to the worst with frickin' Jacko Bonnie here.
Again, it being deemed the worst thing of the set, but like, I still like it because it looks funny.
I don't like the Twisted One's mouth that they gave it, much like Jacko Chica and Grim Foxy. They gave them like the Twisted One's method of having an open mouth. I don't think I'm into it.
But at least for Foxy, it works.
They also made the endoskeleton inside of his torso orange. I don't know if that was a...
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm... Again, I don't know if I'm into that. But another thing is, they made him yellow when he should be a little lighter of an orange than the action figure. But then no, they literally made him like a frickin' mustard yellow. It's so weird.
I can tell the head shape is definitely using assets from the Vanny plush. I'm not saying it's the exact same pattern.
Yeah, it's not the exact same pattern, but you could definitely tell that they definitely took pointers from the Vanny plush. I don't know why they thought that was a good idea. It's not.
It definitely doesn't really work.
And
They have a pattern for a Nightmare Bonnie plushie. Why can't they just use that?
Like, that would have been so much better than this. Like, this, if you compare this to the original Nightmare Bonnie, they don't match.
It would have been like way more consistent in design.
Yeah, especially since they're recolors of each other. Again. Like, just take away the nose from the Nightmare Bonnie, bam, you would have had a frickin' spot-on plush.
At least the material isn't weird.
Yeah.
It's a soft fabric that they're using.
Alright, Jacko Chica is next.
This is just Toy Chica, again.
The Angry Bird. This is the Angry Bird.
Oh my god. It is an Angry Bird.
Like, it's just an Angry Bird, but it's at least better than Jacko Bonnie, which is good.
In some ways.
Like, it's still weird with all the printed on material and whatnot.
That's my main complaint with the two Jackal animatronics is all the printed on stuff.
Again, it uses the weird Twisted Ones-esque mouth.
Except this somehow works worse because like some of the fabric from the beak is drooping down because of all the like stuffing, and it just makes
It makes her mouth look inflated.
a
Like
little
she's
bit,
got like
yeah.
mouth inflation or whatever. But
It doesn't make any sense.
yeah, I know. But they added the toes from the Toy Chica plush.
Yeah, every Chica that they've made ever since Series 2 has used the Toy Chica pattern because they knew how big of a mistake the original Chica was.
But even though the official, the in-game Chica plush doesn't have the toes, so I don't know why they added them in the first place.
Yeah, it's really weird.
And also, at least they added some detail to the endoskeleton in Jacko Bonnie. Jacko Chica's endoskeleton is just a bar. It's just an orange bar. It's just an orange bar.
Oh god.
It's so weird. But that was probably the most adequate. Next is Grim Foxy. The best Jack-o'-lantern one in the set.
I can at least appreciate this one for what it is.
Now, I've seen a lot of people online complaining about the hook coming off too easily.
Don't mess with the hook, you guys. That's just a genuine piece of advice. Don't screw with the hook.
So we're not going to screw with the hook. At least they did that awesome fabric metallic material for his hook and legs.
Like they did with the there's lots of plushies they use that on, but like the most notable would be Phantom Foxy
or the original Mangle.
Yep. That actually uses this technique.
But I think it works here. I think it looks okay.
One major complaint. Actually, I just noticed they added the pants. They actually added
pants. Oh yeah, they added pants to this one.
Now,
and yeah.
The withering looks a bit jagged.
Yeah, it looks like a shitty freaking Blender model almost.
Yeah, splinks. Yeah. Anyway, another complaint I have is that the ears are a different color than the head. They're a bit lighter.
But I get it. I get it because the head is using the printing on plush fabric and these aren't. So I find that a tad interesting.
I can tell this is definitely using some assets from the Rockstar Foxy.
How his eye patch is going into his eye for some reason. And wait, does he have? Okay, he has an eye patch. Good, because I was about to say, does he even have an eye patch?
Yeah, he does.
But also, he's got that weird lighter color around his eye. I don't think he has that in his official design. I mean, and it's only on the eye with the eye patch.
Yeah,
it's so weird.
That is pretty weird. I like this plushie though for what it is. Just like all of these, I still like them. It's just some are less good than others.
And also, Twisted One mouth. It's not a good decision, Funko.
At least this works better with Foxy.
And it uses the weird, shitty the carnival plush material for the snout. I don't know why.
At least it's not the entire plushie, right?
At least. They seriously made that mistake with the frickin' security breach line. Alright, let's get on to the final two things in this collection.
You really dragged that on.
Yeah, I don't know why. I hesitated real bad. But, both the Captain Foxy, things.
We should start with the plushie since we're still doing the plushies.
Yeah, we're still doing plushies. Now, I like this one.
He looks freaking adorable.
Again, they used assets from the
Rockstar Foxy
instead of the original Foxy.
But those are way more apparent here. I love this plushie. I love that they actually added teeth they did on the original Foxy.
I don't like the fact that just the hat is just a
piece of fabric.
A flat piece of felt.
Yeah.
I don't think I like that. I don't think I'm into it. But they at least added eyebrows.
And unlike every other Foxy, regular Foxy that they've done, they actually, added a hook. And, that's another thing. They actually added hooks to these Foxies.
Speaking of a hook, so Captain Foxy's hook is facing down, and Grim Foxy's hook is facing up?
That's weird.
I didn't even notice. Interesting, Funko. I wonder why you did that.
I didn't even notice that.
But as you would probably infer from probably researching these plushies, this plush is a Walmart exclusive. So good luck finding it, guys.
Oh yeah, yeah. This guy is if it goes down the same road as nope, that's the action figure. Forget I said anything. The plush is gonna be impossible to find.
I don't know. I did see tons of cases of them, but I don't think they're going to be fairly common, so I would look out for them if I were you.
They used that they used that metallic silver fabric,
even though
style
it's
again.
notably a slightly darker. It's slightly darker on this plushie than it is on Grim Foxy. I don't know if that's just me.
That's honestly all of the design all of the design choices that they made on this plushie, they actually work on this one.
Also, they made the little collar there, the little coat collar.
Yeah.
The little lapels. It's awesome. I don't know what to call those. But they added them and it's great.
But like, I can tell Funko put a lot of effort into making this plushie. Probably much more effort than any of the others besides Dreadbear.
Now I've got some complaints.
Oh no.
Complaint time. Get ready, folks. He's got 2 freckles on this side, but 3 freckles on this side.
Oh yeah.
What happened during production that they thought that was a good idea?
And this isn't just a factory defect. This is on literally every single plushie. Like I noticed every time.
And also,
I saw one on the internet. Like it had 2 freckles on one side and 3 on
and
the
also,
other.
I would be careful with this piece of hair right here because that's real flimsy. And it would probably fall off if you tug on it too hard. Same with the hook, but I'm not messing with the hook. And also,
keep both the Foxes away from your dogs. I've seen somebody have a Grim Foxy incident where their dog chewed the hook off.
And also, he should have 2 tufts of, like, fur. I don't know what to call them. He should have 2 tufts on each side. He only has 1. But that's probably because they reused the pattern for Rockstar Foxy.
Yeah, like I said, the design of Rockstar Foxy is way more apparent here than it was on Grim Foxy.
But I love this plush nonetheless. I highly recommend it.
I'm gonna do a count on how many times I've said the name Foxy in this video.
Alright, so we did the plushie. Now let's move on to the superior Captain Foxy, the action figure.
Now, we're not gonna open this one.
No, we're not opening him. This guy takes me back to 2016. I don't know if it's the colors or the fact that we're hunting for FNaF figures that are actually technically canon again, but I love this figure. I love every aspect of it. The paint is spot on.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, like, I'm surprised they didn't just slap a coat on Foxy and call it a day. Because I would have expected that from Funko.
Now, they put their all into this figure. Like, not only did they do their research and technically redo the colors from the original action figure, but they remolded his hand. They didn't need to do that.
Yeah, they made it, like, they added a few more dimensions to the palm to where it's, like, kind of going out a little bit and then going back in instead of having it be like a slab like the original.
Now, for comparison, I did bring the original Foxy here. Now, yes, his colors are a bit different on the Captain Foxy than they are on the original, but that is to be expected because they are 5 years apart or more. Like, his snout color is a little more tan on this one. It's a little more peach colored on the original. And the fact, okay, this is the only complaint I have with the Captain Foxy, they did not do good paint on his nose. Whereas the original, his nose is a separate piece than the snout entirely. Whereas, with this one, it's like the snout and the snout are the nose and the snout. Jesus, the nose and the snout are the same piece, and they did not do the paint justice. I don't think I'm comfortable with that. And I have noticed that Captain Foxy only has 3 freckles, whilst the original Foxy has 5. That is a little interesting fact that I found out. And I don't know if you can see, like, the hand. I don't know if you can see that, but it is completely different than the original Foxy. And if I flip it over right here, like you can see, maybe you can see, they added a little more dimension to it. And it's well, there goes his arm. It's a slightly different shape. I don't know if you can see that. You probably need to own it to actually find out that it's different. But they added a little more dimension to this one.
I'm creating something beautiful. Keep talking.
Oh, God. He's using the mix and match parts. Thank God they added detail to his hat. At least they didn't leave it blank, because that would have been terrible. And the feathers just spot on. Everything, the paint is just phenomenal, besides his nose. But that was the Captain Foxy figure. My voice cracked. I don't know if we'll be getting another one of these to open. But I don't know if his hand is removable like the original one. So you would need to let us know in the comments if you have one, if you opened it, if his hand is removable. You would need to let us know if the articulation is okay, if the quality of the figure is... Uh-oh.
No, keep talking. Keep talking.
No.
Keep talking. Do it. Come on.
But that was the Captain Foxy figure. Also, you may notice that last thing, his snout's a little rounder on Captain Foxy than it is on the original. Like, just also slightly, because they probably remolded it a little bit. But, what monstrosity have you created, my friend?
I have created Long Legs Glitch Trap,
I
love him.
I'm very disappointed in you, Kai.
Yeah, I know.
But, that about wraps up this freaking awesome review.
Absolutely.
So, oh god, this place is a mess. So,
I know.
So, thank you everybody so much for watching. Be sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel.
Be sure to hit that little bell icon for all future notifications, and comment down below, what's your favorite character from this set?
Are you happy with this set? Do you even care about Curse of Dreadbear? If you don't, you're dead to me. But
you keep saying that to our fans, I swear to God.
I mean, it's fine. You can have your own opinions. You don't have to be sheep. I respect you.
You can have your own opinions, except if they're the wrong ones, in which case, get out of here.
Alright, and we will see you in our next upload. Happy Halloween, everybody.
That was unnecessary. Alright. See ya, guys.
Later, guys.
Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and our Spotify podcast, Twins Talk Toys. This is Camp Funko signing out.